which is legal. The CSA immediately blocked the affected officials. Today, I want to report that the account balance as of today of the special escrow account that was created to save that money is $89,577.60 United States. When the action was taken, when he took the action, he immediately informed the Liberian people that the money saved from that will not just be redistributed, but will go specifically to the one child, one chair presidential initiatives. We have capable government entities. We are going to use local producers to produce the chairs and the decks under the president's one child, one chair presidential initiative. So with this, it is $9,577. The Ministry of Education is going to produce the chairs, close to 2,000 of them. You can imagine how many classrooms.
It's another day to be here this morning, this beautiful morning. Don't give an inch until the final bruiser sounds. So keep pushing yourself again and again. Man alone has the power to transform his thoughts into physical reality. Man alone can dream and make his dream come true. You can conquer almost any fear if you will. There is a bit of healing magic in every mistake. Magic is called learning. The more you discipline yourself to use your time well, the happier you will feel and the better will be the quality of your life in every area. And so folks say good morning again, good morning, a pleasant present. Welcome to 2026 time flies. My name is Alexander Zesko Yeneke. Day breaks different in Liberia, anything is possible. I'm here this morning with Stephen Talu, and together we're going to be driving you straight up to 10 o'clock this morning on today's edition of the program, The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Coming up as usual, we'll be giving you giving us updates, and then we'll have something to talk about real quick. We are so sorry that we were not here yesterday. Woke up yesterday, so we some kind of yeah. So I had to take a break, and that was very necessary. It really helped a lot. But again, on the program that Blaze on Blaze 90.7. But before then, let me inform you that the cash giveaway is on. Today is Tuesday, so you already know the steps for Monday. So there are 10 steps used for Tuesday. So all you have to do, just make sure you are a Lone Star Sales subscriber. You have $50 LD on $0.50 you code star 799 star 9 hash is the code. Just make sure you are Lone Star Set subscriber. Use $50 LD and you are good to go. Okay, so we will cross over to Stephen Talo now to give us the details in the world of sports, and we'll come back to talk.
Very great. Let me see. Praised the name of the Almighty God for making us to wake up every morning in our sound mind, body, and soul. And so the latest now on the Liberian scene, especially in our series of matches where Coach Mohamed Adili Radi has unveiled a 25-man squad that will have the honor of representing Liberia in the Doublehead International Front Series against our neighbor and the city of Painesville. That means this coming Friday, the Lone Star of Liberia will be in Sierra Leone for the game on Saturday, which is the 6th of June 2026. Then the return leg 2 days later will be on Tuesday at the refurbished Samuel Kando Sports Complex in the city of Painesville, outside of the nation's capital, Monrovia. Now, the 24 persons led by Captain Oscar Dooley, the squad was announced during a press conference yesterday at the headquarters of the Liberia Football Association in Kangatown. And there are a lot of names. Let me just come to the names because Bashemo is being called up after 2 years of absence from the national team. Even though questions were asked from the journalists to the coach and insult them. And people even being absent from the national team are still showcasing the talent with other clubs they are with. We've Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. So yes, it did me very nice because he's a following. He's trying to be sparking those who are still talented. Even though we don't have the likes of our defender Due in the lineup because of injury. Maybe Emmanuel Flomo, one of our strikers, because his team has asked the LFA for club duties and he's away from this match. Will also be there. But the inclusion of Marshima and Netu Swin were the new faces. Now, quickly for the full squad will be representing Liberia. From the goalkeepers, we got Junior Yene, Ashley Williams, and Amos Wisse. Defenders follow Emmanuel Foley, Netus Swen, Jamal Arago, Sebastian Tikla, Misha Green, George Wallace, Abbott Swen, and Philly Tan for the defenders. In midfield, or the midfielders, you see the like of Devontae, Josiah C., Murphy Dolly, the captain from Slavia Prague, of course you know, Canis Cole, Jebe Kone, and Noel Kenny. And lastly, the foul lineup sees Peter Wilson, Ayuba Kosi, Akpa, Shemo Prince, Mato Junior, Mamadou Ba, Daniel Yuma, and Ralph Weir. And most of the names, I know you are too familiar with them, some of them from the National County Sports Meet. just from the National Council of Sports meet showcase, that talent, and that's what it's for. So, like I said, Liberia Football Association has confirmed Emmanuel Flomo will now be with the Lone Star on the 6th and 9th of the friendlies against Sierra Leone because his club Al Hilal SC requested his release due to club duties. So LFA has approved the band's absence. And lastly, from the world of sports, especially in Liberia, that's LFA Sano Sub Association District League is expected to kick off in this June 2026 at the James E. Green Sports Stadium in Greenville. When you're from Sano, you get prepared and go see the district form. And the league, according to the association, is established to bring the districts together to compete and select all of the best players representing them, particular administrative districts, so that they can be a part of Sano County team for the upcoming National County Sports Meet. So this year's group stage draw has been done with the 11 administrative districts that split into 3 groups. So yes, that does it, especially with there in the southeast. I'm from around San, but anybody from San will go there. Your district, your county is ready to spot players. Like the ministry of events will say that for third and fourth division, so all the first division men they moving forward. That's it, Alex, for the passion of life sports.
Okay, so this is regular here on the program The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. So we'll go straight into our update this morning, and so we start with dates. The United States, we are told, plans to significantly reduce the number of embassies and consulates across Africa authorized to process visa applications, but Liberia will remain among a select group of countries retaining full visa processing services. So we are last one to America, so they can't do anything.
They call it Uncle Sen.
Yeah, Uncle Sen. We are Uncle Sen's
Children.
last born. Of course, that's a good news for us. And it says the number of American diplomatic missions in Africa handling visa applications will be reduced from nearly 50 to just 20 regional hubs in the coming weeks. Wow. Okay, so police in Tapeta City, Nimba County, have launched an investigation after an armed robbery at the Nindongwen Chinese Gold Mining Camp in Biandoru, Administrative District 9 in Nimba County. The incident took place several days ago. So sources say robbers seized gold valued at about 75,000 United States dollars and took a large sum of cash. And Front Page Africa visited the camp. We found only 6 private security officers on site. There were no visible armed police officers at the facility. They too have been taking risks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the General Auditing Commission has uncovered significant financial and administrative irregularities in Nimba County's management of County Development Fund and Social Development Fund during a period July 1, 2018 to December 31, 2023. According to the audit, Electoral District number 8 was entitled to 158,691 United States dollars 5 cents. Under a county council resolution, but received only 114,000 out of 158. So there is an unexplained shortfall of $44,334. There you go. So the GSC also found that Electoral District 5, stay in Nimba, received no funds from either the CDF or the SDF during the period under review. So the all about
It is for already.
so the already identified large variances in road and equipment spending. Although 500,000 was approved in 2020 for the purchase of spare parts and servicing for County F moving equipment, the county administration reported expenditures. Jesus Christ. They approved 500,000. But then you reported expenditures of $978,297.68 for roadworks, spare parts, servicing. A variance of $478,297.68. So where the money, all the money went from? They approved 500,000, but you expended 978,000. So the 478,000, where it came from? No way you know it. A contract to carry and son to supply spare parts valued at 500,000 appeared problematic. Early records show only 165,000 worth of spare parts were supplied, leaving 335,000 unaccounted for.
You can read looking at phone. Pure phone.
Other findings include the unauthorized purchase of 4,325 gallons of diesel fuel valued at 17,300, an amount that exceeded what the county council approved. So the GSC report links alleged mismanagement under former county superintendent Nelson Kokoe to more than $2 million in questionable spending. The funds reportedly originated from Asla Metal Liberia operations, which provided $1.5 million annually to the county for development. But they wow everything.
They do what? Why?
Terrible.
This country.
So we didn't see any tangible marks. So the president, Joseph Boakai, has broken his silence on the large influx of Burkinabe nationals in Liberia, and the president said today it is alarming that we have over 80,000 Burkinabe in this country. Some have already established themselves and are mostly involved in agriculture and mining. We have to find out how we will deal with that alarming number of Burkinabe in the country. The number is huge, and we don't want people coming from another country undocumented. It is a situation that we have to deal with. The president had a cabinet retreat recent time, so he made a statement.
Yeah.
But this is really rare now. We have been talking about this. It is Burkinabe, the influx of Burkinabe into Liberia, who really giving in they go ahead and they're always coming. They are always coming. Because by the time one person moves here,
Oh man, people they can do connection.
and Bogota in Stephen County.
Yeah, majority in fact. And it's a serious concern because even some of the towns in Grange now, you'll be surprised that it's just getting packed on a daily basis, and most of them you see that people between the ages of 30 to 30 and 20, very young. So when they're coming with no and a woman, and they are starting to get engaged in the community. Well, concubines and what have you. Now, the aspect of getting bougies and what have you, I don't know what arrangement the people making, whether it's illegal, are they being recognized by immigration, what have you. That's what's going on. So we gotta be very careful.
Since we started documenting these people, we have never gotten the actual number.
Yeah,
So every day they are coming. You always see them every time coming, and this is not something good for us.
it's
So the
coming.
government really needs to stand our ground and make sure that this is put under control. Now, a few things quickly. The former Foreign Minister Dimas Kimia rejected reports suggesting that the former president George Weah has abandoned plans to contest Liberia's 2029 presidential election, insisting that the former Liberian leader remains committed to seeking a return to power. And his comments come amidst growing speculation that Weah may have yielded his presidential explore possible alliances ahead of the next election cycle. But then Kimia described such claims as false, unrealistic, and politically motivated. Those two words can be very sufficient.
Yeah, that's more than in Liberian politicians' mouth.
So it's that thought in itself is diabolical, and it is weakness to the Liberian people. It is something that is not conceivable, something that is not practical. This is something far-fetched, and this is something that is not possible. This is something that will not become reality. Just this afternoon, when President Weah called me during our usual chat, we were talking not knowing that some will call and raise this issue. He said that the Liberian people will reject lies and embrace the truth. Okay, so Kumis have been around lately, the former president, but then Kimia said Kumis is a friend. He is one of the stakeholders in Liberia. I respect him and will always respect him. His Excellency President George Weah shall be a candidate come 2029. Not only shall he be a candidate, but he will go on to win. He shall continue to rally them to ensure a united bloc within the opposition, because our focus is to ensure that President Joseph Walker becomes a one-term president, just as they made George Weah a one-term president. So they want to do. They want to make Walker a one-term president.
Yeah,
as well.
let's see some history again.
But there is the 2029 is going to be juicy. So the chairperson of the National Elections Commission designate, Chineton Wida, appeared for confirmation, and then he made some clarity in regards to questions They were being asked by the senators the issue of the election law, upholding the law, put it into effects. So it was the interaction between him and that of Darius Dillon. So this was the question asked and the response as well. So let's get the question from Darius Dillon, where it has to do with political party or candidate that receive 1% or less than 1% during the election year, whether they are qualified to contest in the next election, and whether this law is going to be reinforced. So this was the question asked by Darius Dillon, and the response from the acting chairperson of the National Elections Commission, Chinintong.
Widow.
On presidential ballot, if they not get more than 1 or some more percentage of the vote, should not be allowed to contest again. Am I looking at our law correctly? Sure. Why has or will the election commission honor you? Should we confirm you? Will you uphold that law? Question.
To the fullest.
I didn't get you.
We will all go that law to the fullest, if I'm confirmed.
That nobody who participated in presidential election and did not get more than 1.5% of the vote will be allowed to contest again on presidential ballot.
The limitation of candidate pay consistent with law. I will support that force.
You on the record.
Thank you.
What are you going to do about truck in front of?
So it is a law, but whether this law has been enforced in Liberia, so this is a question that Darius Dillon asked the acting chairperson of the National Elections Commission. And he said, if confirmed, he's going to uphold that law.
And Alex in this country to say and to do what his own people, it has become a different thing almost all of the time. So let's see, Commissioner Widow will take a different trend when it comes to implementation. For me, I, Stephen Taru, personally doubt whether will happen. Because you see a lot of influx of people who will not even get 0.2 when it comes to the percentage. But they want to leave the 15 sub-political divisions of Liberia. Because everybody, being very audacious, it too much in Liberians.
Yes, so this question, there were political parties during the past election.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bulk of them did not get that total amount. That total amount of votes. So so I want to give you the results. I want to give results. During the 2023 elections, to know the political parties, if this law is upheld. So I want to do that to So the ANC during that, okay, I think I got something here. I think I get something here. So during the okay, this is it. This is for the results that came in. We had this for the first round. So well, the second round was two political parties.
Yeah, so like they go to the first one where they were in numbers.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see what percentage other candidates were meeting for which they stay encouraged they want to come back. If we do the questions
Yeah,
so
we
very
should-
yeah.
go. So the first round, Joshua received 804,087 votes, about 43.83%. Barker received 796,961 votes, 43.44%. Appleton Edward,
They surprised me.
40,271 votes, 2.20%. Kamara Dusini, 35,988, about 1.96%. Cummins Alexander, 29,613, 1.61%. Tiawan Gonklo, 26,394, 1.44%. Allen Brown, 15,000, 0.85%. Freeman Simeon, 0.72%. William Tudor, 0.61%. Yeah, so we had Joshua Turner, 0.53%. Wapo Jeremiah, 0.50%. Luto Yofi, 0.35%.
See news.
Kroma Bindu, 0.33%. And Morning McLaren's, 0.29%. Sheko Yata, 0.28%. Me I say the reading also. Kiamu David, 0.28%. Alexander Colley, 0.24%. So both of them go. Sarah Beslo Yanti, 0.20%. Rawat Morris, 0.18%. Miller Richard, 0.16%. So we have, if this election law is practicalized, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 persons did not reach 1%. Then, yeah, 14.
And the balabos.
Then we have 1, 2, 3. 3 persons did not reach 2%. That's Gonklo, Cummins, and Lucille Camara. So Appleton, the 2.20%, going up to Boaka and we are. So if this law is being put into place, there are several political parties that are contested, and I will not be contesting. If it is.
Yes.
But those political parties can align with other political parties that at a good percentage. They can collaborate. They can collaborate with, they can go into alliance with other political parties and all of that. which will make them to stand a chance of maybe even coming to power. But wherein they will have to contest on their own, this is something that is different. And also the question was also asked as to whether the diaspora Liberians can also contest even if they are not in Liberia. So we are bringing these things to your attention to know exactly how things going to be looking like, because time will come tomorrow say you're not qualified to contest. It will become people start to have different views about that. But it is a law that everyone is going by. So this is the other question asked about diaspora Liberians. So let's also listen to it and listen to the response as well. At least this also is an eye opener.
That is a subject of that discussion on the commission. But the commission also looking at so many variables. The issue of we come from a conflict situation many years ago.
What is the Elections Commission vision, or what is being put in place, mechanism being put in place by the Elections Commission to have diaspora voting, Liberians in the diaspora, that they can participate in the politics of the country and decide who become president? What, because it is in the law, absentee ballot or something. What is the Election Commission thinking, and what is your vision in that direction, so that by 2029 we have put into place the opportunity and the right for Liberians in the diaspora to cast their ballot where they are?
That is a subject of that discussion on the commission. But the commission also looking at so many variables. The issue of we come from a conflict situation many years ago. There will be the need for the commission to be in a position to ascertain how many persons have Liberian passports out of there, and so forth. Those are the issues. Okay, it is possible that Liberian passport will be in the hand of non-Liberians. That's a possibility, which is a result of the conflict. So the commission will have to study whether it has the capacity to track those issues.
So it is
that
something
because they
that
don't say that it is only Liberian that vote in a Liberian election.
we got that.
Yeah.
So it is possible that the Elections Commission is thinking, looking in that direction, so that when the possibility exists for Liberians in the diaspora to be able to vote. Correct?
If the tracking mechanism is there to determine how many Liberians are out there, whether passports are in the hands of people other than Liberians, if that tracking mechanism is the capacity of the commission, we wouldn't have the problem.
How do you think we can get that?
It requires set of methods, the immigration and other security agencies, tracking agencies, and so forth, working together with the commission, the embassy, the foreign ministry, and so forth to determine. Those
Should
are
we vote
the
for you? Do you commit to work with the committee, the Senate committee that has oversight over the commission to work on these modalities?
Of course, we'll work with them. Our idea, let me speak for my colleague and myself already at the board. The idea is not to disenfranchise Liberia, but our idea is that those who vote must be Liberian.
Okay. So there are so many things we're going to be working on. So many things we're going to be working on to make sure that because 2029 election is a very, very serious.
And I see it to be very inclusive of Liberians.
Yeah. So it's not just going to be, if anything has been taken lightly in Liberia or any election, this 2029 is going to be something different.
It's something very different.
Because God. Everybody.
Because Alice, what you just read on the percentage of somebody wanting to be president for this country, is it because everybody wants to enjoy the resources of this country. So you just welcome, I'll be president. Not getting the criteria. I know every human being by law, by the Constitution for 1986, you get the right to vote, to declare your intention as to who becomes the president. But let local reality of popularity and knowing the constraints of people, even in the country that you want to govern responsibly, not just govern because you want to govern. What ideas are you bringing on board with, connection, looking at the global world? It has become a village, so somebody can rule you some kind of way. Now, for me, I'm always on the issue of implementation. Now you asking the commissioner these questions, especially when it comes to somebody having 0 point, even the 1 point. These are not people to be taken into serious time, for heaven's sake. For what's happening currently in Liberia, even though some of the government trying to implement some things about written communication, still lacking to be 100%, 100 to 50% or 45. So they got already see to aid. Now the inclusion of Liberians from the diaspora, the people seeking to get a Liberian passport, how do we know? Even your national ID card are here. Other people are having it, and it's just difficult.
Yeah, but then the new elections law, 1996. That's 1986. Section 18. I think there were the senator was asking absentee voting. But what I'm seeing here is section 5.5 of the new elections law 1986 is hereby deleted. So I'm not seeing that part of it.
I've seen it. I mean, to be a way to vote.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously, ghost names will come. Yeah, I know. Very common in this country.
Yeah. So these are just few things that we are seeing, and it is coming to light. So there are several other political parties are contested, like I said, and they may be or may not allowed to maybe participate in the election. Even only if, I said there's an amendment that will be done before that time, they're fine. But this is what was being discussed, even though he has not been confirmed. He was just being asked several questions because even BDT is also coming up with a law. Because everybody is trying to make sure they are on the right path with regards to the whole 2029 thing. Like I said, the 2029 stuff is not something small. It is really, really serious that all of everyone is taking it very serious because they don't want they want things to be put into place before that particular time. So we just hope and pray that the National Elections Commission will be able to put these things into place on time before the election. And when that is done, the information is being published, then people will know now how and what to do. But if you wait until maybe last minute time, this decision will create serious problem. misunderstandings will come.
Especially so when it comes to the issue of information sharing or awareness is so difficult. Like, you remember sometimes back the referendum that was even talked about, it just few communication that citizens could not really take decision on them. So now it is early, like some of the good things that coming on the commission, and to make it very quick so that before 2029 people will start to get to know about them. Because if it goes closer to 2009, definitely most of them fail. If it goes there, because the awareness at the time you'll be looking at will be too slow. It happened before. So thank God they've started as early as 2006. So now before 2007, you go to 8, which is one more year for election.
Yeah, so this is what Musa Berete is also proposing with regards to this whole thing. I think is part is about political parties. So let's just go through it quick. Okay, so no, this is different. Okay, so he did his communication. The subject there is submission of an act to repeal Section 5.1A and related provisions of the new elections law. So it says, I respectfully submit for the consideration of this honorable body a proposed act to repeal Section 5.1A and all related provisions of the elections law of Liberia that authorize the exclusion, suspension, deregistration, or disqualification of legally registered political parties solely on the basis of their performance in previous elections. So the same thing we're discussing.
Yeah.
This proposal is rooted in a simple democratic principle. The people, not the government, should decide which political parties survive and which political parties disappear.
Where disappearance
The role of election laws is to facilitate political participation, not to restrict it. The Constitution guarantees freedom of association, equal protection of the law, political participation, and the right of citizens to form and join political parties. These rights are not conditioned upon electoral sources. Accordingly, I respectfully request that this communication and the attached proposed legislation be forwarded to the appropriate committee for consideration and recommendation. Political Inclusion and Democratic Participation Amendment Act of 2026, an act to repeal Section 5.1A and all related provisions of the new elections law of Liberia that authorize the exclusion, deregistration, suspension, or disqualification of legally registered political parties based solely upon prior electoral performance. So you see, so Section 1, short title, this act may be cited as the Political Inclusion and Democratic Participation Amendment Act of 2026 that we're proposing. Legislative fundings. The legislature funds that the Constitution guarantees freedom of association, political participation, equal protection of law, blah, blah, blah. Section 3, repeal of Section 5.1. Section 5.1 of the new elections law of Liberia is hereby repealed in its entirety. Any provision authorizing exclusion, deregistration, suspension, cancellation, or disqualification of a political party solely because of poor electoral performance is hereby repealed. That's what he wants to see. So if these things, all of these things are put into place, somebody say trouble coming.
It's gradually coming.
So But it's also going to be helpful because you cannot people just establishing political parties in this country,
Yeah.
and you don't even know the first thing they don't know they are. You know, you establish political party today, you don't know where your stronghold is.
So, Ellis, the issue of stronghold, some of them don't even have a horse room to identify and say this is this party's headquarters. And so when you see some buildings like this, that whole office, 2 person can't even enter inside it. So why you expect them not to get 0.1? I mean, we just gotta be responsible when it comes to the doing of the citizen. What will make people to benefit? Not because legally under the law, yeah, you get a right to be a political, legally political institution and register. But the aftermath of having, you don't even know whether 2 or 3 person know you. Now, this is a surprise of this going election. And that particular appleton. For me now, it was my first time. And people started taking resembling the man and all the thing, all the stories will come
Now,
out.
this is another thing. You know, the Liberty Party had their anniversary the other day, 21 years. During that program, Darius Dillon made a statement declaring that the Liberty Party is prepared to contest and win Liberia's presidency in 2029. He said, now that Arsenal have won a cup,
Oh,
Liberty Party will win the presidential election as well.
after 22 years.
Yeah, but like, they are only at 21 years. So he said, our history is with joy, some sadness, some rough roads, some tough times, but we are here together because of the grace of God and our resilience. So because Arsenal won, it means that the Liberty Party will win.
Okay, football and politics. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
But there is a Liberty Party that is in alliance with the United Party.
United Party.
So I don't know whether they are going to withdraw
They can break the marriage.
they are going to withdraw it. No, most often alliance or political parties align with other parties, especially the bigger one. They mostly do that. Some do that before the first round of the election, and most people do that during the second round.
Runners up.
Yeah. So you see political parties, all of them, they those parties, those less than 1% political parties.
They enjoy
After the
that.
first round, they try to build alliances only for job.
Yeah. They can say, give us
The
ministries.
Syria Besri Anti Political Party, African Liberation League, and whatever. So right after the first round, all of them start to support the Unity Party. Then,
And today the benefit.
of course, that's the sacrifice people always do. Sometimes
So-
you're going alliance with political party, but you may not win. So they will always be in a dilemma, but they have to.
And some of them know that they will not win.
Yeah.
Well, likely, maybe the quick one begin me say they will do that one. So it's just plenty.
Yeah, so there are too much political parties in Nigeria, and don't be surprised. During a political party's registration, you hear the final listing. We are even told that we are reaching to 40 now.
Yeah.
40 political parties just for a small Liberia, and this is something that needs to be cut down. So yeah, the ability is saying there are political parties that should not be allowed, that should be disqualified based on their past performance. So during the election,
I mean, the school, the grade sheet I said there, we got to check them to see who qualifies to be a part of the
Musa Bidete
process.
was in the ANC, so he left the ANC. Now it is about Liberty Party.
The other party was semi-at.
He left the Liberty Party and he was with Kumis, and even said if Kumis doesn't win election, hair should grow in his palm. And in fact, if he wins election, he's going to resign if Kumis doesn't win. So, but the memo not bow anyway.
Yeah. So says our former president.
Yeah, memo not bow. So, saying he said that, he must still maintain his position as representative because he was elected. Politicians will have their own ways of making you, the electors, to believe that anything that comes from their mouth is. I don't just know.
Then I'm about a babu now. I come from the mail. Jeff, they did a fun one who can say ain't happy.
Yeah. So, Cummings, yes, it has been made clear by Kimia that George Weah is still contesting, and not just contesting, but he's going to win. So the rumors that he's not contesting, he has considered supporting Cummings to be head of the CDC or whatever in collaboration. It's not true. And the former president is contesting, and he's actually winning. So the whole plan is to make Joseph Boakai a one-term president. Yeah, that's a whole plan there.
Another history.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes somebody say where there is smoke,
Fire on there.
yeah, there is fire. But at least when you come in time, that is to make clarity. At least even your followers will have hope that all what they've been saying is not true. So just as Kimias has done and made it clear, so he has also given hope to Sidicians that George Weah is indeed contesting. So they know so many things happening in-house. They are still doing the consultations, and the final message will come maybe beginning next year to know whether the how many persons will be collaborating, because the opposition really need to go together. But no one political party can stand on her own in Liberia to win election. Let me just say this clear. You have to collaborate with other people for you to make it.
Yeah, even the Congress, before they could become coalition, they have people to
Of
get
course.
involved. And so overwhelmingly they won at the time.
Yeah. So like the Unity Party, you know how many political parties aligned with them in 2023 that made them to win, and that's why sometimes the distribution of jobs can make people, other people feel frustrated, and they even try to withdraw from the alliance, but again, yeah. So election in Liberia, when you go in bed with the major political party, you always do agreement notes that this is the part I want. When this is the position I want for my people. When we win election, this is what I want. If you agree, we can get you our support. And if you don't agree, we'll get our support to a different place. And when they go to a different place, they will make sure that way is done. And so yes, folks, we just thought of informing you and letting you to know exactly what lawmakers are saying, and the National Elections Commission is contemplating on doing before the 2029 election. So, like he said, if confirmed, he's going to make sure that the laws on the book are applied. So, if you never perform well in the 2020 elections, Jeffa means you join other people so you can start also on the other side.
I wish you imitate that which just happened in the Liberia Football Association election in Freetown, where they were dealing with strictly with some of the people. It was taken to the appeal committee, and they reaffirmed the same decision from the book. So like he's being asked the question, the commissioner, I think he got to work on that. Ellis, we should be serious in this country, not because tomorrow when you don't win, you have a collaboration and give it to the other person so that you force them and say, I want this place, I want that area. Just it shows that greediness is being seen physically. What happened in the country? Yeah. So that you sit down to that area, there are some jobs are not being monitored. And every time the president or the person responsible will be reminding you, my man, this is what you told the people. So if for any reason you get a 0.1 or 1, they should be cut down. You're not doing bad to them, but you're doing good for the citizen and the country so that it can move on par with other countries, how they make decisions. These are what we're discussing. Nobody is against anybody. You get a constitutional right to declare that you want to be president. And like one of our friends is saying he's incoming. But again, we gotta be very serious here.
You're incoming, eh?
you know it.
Incoming. Yeah, so no, it's good that these things are being brought forth so that you will always have to know so like we're talking about absentee voting. So section 5.1 here says 5.4 every person offering to vote at a polling place in any voting precinct during an election shall state his full name and produce his registration card. If so requested by the sheriff, the voter shall state all particulars necessary for identifying his name as prepared on the registration roll on which the vote is claimed. The sheriff or one of his assistants shall verify on the register that the voter is registered and has not already voted on the particular vote. Now, 5.1 absentee voting. I was reading. This says a registered voter who is absent from the country during an election and wishes to vote shall request the commission registered mail for an absentee ballot 45 days before an election.
Okay.
Abstention votes shall be directed directly to the commission by registered mail for inclusion into the result of the elections. This is something.
So they can do beyond hosting.
Yeah. This is something that I think if implemented, it have to be fully monitored.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have different things to say. Say, oh, okay, because if you have a mail, a registered mail for people to use to vote, the person that's in the country, for that person to use to vote, and it is only the commission that controls that particular.
So that black people, they decide what to do.
So who knows whether the commission is going to do it holistically or they're going to do it
in a room.
Yeah, so that particular lover but again, no, it's something that they'll work on. And
they got to really do more consultations. Because if only the commission is doing it, take into consideration that the result will cover the country. That better not coming here. So they got to take time how that decision is going to be taken. Absent voter, hey?
Yeah, only the commission control and all of that.
Me at this scale.
Okay, so folks, we just thought of bringing you these things because before election we have to understand what exactly you need to know about this whole election thing.
Well, now your future you talking about here, so.
No phone.
6 years from now on, your hair will be having some gray hair amongst it, and you have now realized what you wanted to. Every year, a year of progress, but nothing is changing if we got leadership that are not opening arms, that are not opening means, because you can't just sleep and get something good. I mean,
So, folks, the cash giveaway is on star 799 star 9 hash. Star 799 star 9 hash is the code. Make sure you don't start sales subscriber. You have $50 LD or 50 cents US, and you stand a chance of winning $3,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So let me see if I can give 500 to somebody here before we open the lines for you to make your points this morning. Before we open the lines for you to make your point this morning, let me give this person 500 LD. Yeah, somebody said that money, don't
500.
10 transactions. And
some
it can
people-
also allow you to. So by this Friday, we'll be doing the freezer draw. So the winner will be announced, and all of people that will be winning rice will come. Good morning. Good
How you
morning.
doing?
I'm okay. You're live on the radio. What's the name?
My name is Charles Kekuna.
Have you been doing a cash giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay, so Charles, I'm sending you small thing this morning. I just sent you 500 LD to add your account up and continue doing the cash giveaway. Today is $50 anyways. But you already
Okay.
get 500. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Okay, so yeah, Friday we'll be doing a freezer draw like we discussed, and then the winner will be announced. We will come here. We'll also have a studio.
And freezer here looking fresh and ready. Yeah.
And all of people will be walking away with fun prices too. Yeah, so keep doing the transaction. Make sure you enter the draw. Multiple transactions allow you to enter the draw, the freezer draw, and all of that. Okay, folks, listen to that. The Election Commission, the chairperson designate, just made it clear that it's going to make sure that the laws on the book are applied. And he also followed the recommendations from Musa Hassan Bedete that political parties that did not perform should be deregistered. So call us on 077907907, 077907907. You'll be live on the radio this morning, so that you can tell us what do you make of these statements, and the clarity made by D. Maswell Kimia that Joshua has not considered his decision, so he's still contesting and he's still going to be on the ballot. So I know how all the information go to a lot of people say in the public.
Politics now.
So everything in this country now, you have to.
You gotta be very careful.
So because I'm going America to see his son, so it means I mean it's not bother. Okay, call us on 077907907, 077907907. You'll be live on the radio this morning on Blaze 90.7. This is where we come in the morning to speak to you. Let's take our very first caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay. Yeah, good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. This is Daniel D. Going calling for Tingo Village, electoral district number 6.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the topic on the discussion. And I really, really appreciate the discussion. Because when we come to election or electoral activity in Liberia, political party who did not reach the mark, no need you disturb other people that you want to contest. I think the best thing is to emerge with other political parties. I think that would be I think that suggestion would be good.
Okay.
Then we come to Liberians that in the diaspora who want to contest. Yeah, it is the right, but I think and I believe if you want to contest as representative senator, we will not have issue with it, but not to presidency.
Okay.
Because first you have to live with the people, you have to understand the people problem before contesting. Because you cannot be a president of Liberia, then you don't know where to start from, you don't know the people problem, or maybe because you have money you win election, you say, yeah, or because you have money you want to contest as president, you contest, you win, then you don't know where to start. So we would like to deal with people who live with us.
Okay.
Yeah, to contest at the presidency. If you win, then you know where to start from. Or for representative, senator, if you go as representative, if you win, maybe you spend 6 years or 12 years as representative, go to senator, you go for 9 years. You go into the presidency, then you understand the liberal policy or politics. You go into the presidency. Thank you very much, and I appreciate for the time and for the recognition.
Thank you. Let's get this person. Good morning, James.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so this is James Murray. Thank you for the discussion. You know, that portion of the law that bad people who did not perform, or political parties that did not perform to a certain extent in previous elections. I think it's just something put in that area just to be there. And previous election, 2017, because I know that law was made in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. 2017, it was not regarded, and 2023, it was not regarded. But at this time, that it is brought to our attention. Somehow we didn't know about it. Okay. The best thing to do is to take the star of that person. I don't know if the law, maybe I heard you read something that seek to repeal that portion of the law.
Yeah, that's Musa Bedete stuff.
Okay, yeah. So I think Bedete is on a rebel path that some of us, especially we from the star of the National Reform Union, we are going to work with him. We are going to go on a star to make sure that portion of the law is received. Okay. We are not going to wait for the election to come. Then we say, oh, let's go to court and bring technicality. Let's cancel it before it survives to the end. Okay. Yes, very seriously. It's just wicked. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good. Call us on 077907907 077907907. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Lasana, go ahead.
Well, thank you. My name is Lasana Thomas Sankar. I'm joining the conversation from the University of Labrador campus. So basically, we have listened to a lot of radio stations calling for Senator Dillon to desist from that particular aspect of the law. Okay. Because we believe that this aspect of the law is only being rejuvenated in current day reality because of Mr. Cummings. And for the fact that President Bouaka lied on Mr. Cummings, that he fingered the CPP document, and they fought to tarnish the character of Mr. Cummings. So because Mr. Cummings got 1% in 2023, they want to see this as an opportunity to silence him in his country. But quite recently, he called for the investigation on the president, 10 million margin in 4 years, and they are not happy about it. So their plan is they use the election commission to deny him for contesting. But when our brother Bago Mafia and others were fighting for multi-party democracy in 1957, they were not looking at 1%. They were looking at every Liberian participating in an electoral process. So you can get 3% today, you can get 1% today, and chop out the numbers in the next election based on the performance of the current regimes. So the performance of the current regimes clearly tells us that Mr. Cummings will contest and will get chop out the number he got in 2023. So they are afraid that if Mr. Cummings is in this race, looking at the popularity of President Weah, there will be an easy ride for President Weah come 2029. So what they are doing, selling all the 1%, which is not democratic, that law should not even exist because we have to respect our democracy and respect multi-party participation in election. So 1%, they are Liberians. 0%, 0.1%, the Liberians decided to go there and vote for that man that gave him the 1%. So I respect those that voted him in 2023 and gave him the chance to contest in 2029.
Okay.
So President Weah will come back 2029 and Baka and his group against us will be black or beyond bars for the corruption that the hardship they are giving on to the Liberian people. So thank you for the discussion this morning.
Okay, good morning.
Thank you. That's my car. And member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. One of your strong supporters on this show celebrated a birthday yesterday, our media man. But I don't know why he didn't call the media to wish him happy birthday. But let me go to the issue. Yeah, Pascal. There's a reason why past election we have not heard about that law that is surfacing right now. There's a opportunity for multi-party democracy. When the Constitution was given, the guideline, when the writer of the Constitution wrote about election, they gave the criteria. And that criteria that they gave in the Constitution is what all of the chairperson of the Election Commission come that what they look at. Because those that wrote the whatsoever concerning 1%, 2%, they didn't consider the Constitution. Because what you do when you are doing any rules or whatsoever act for a particular institution, make sure that you consider the Constitution, because no act or no rule surpasses the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
So that is the reason why previous election chair, even as much as Honor Grandma Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, tough as she is, I can't say she was, she did not look at some of these laws because it was clearly going to show that the government is planning something earlier. And this is why we can say to the Unity Party people, at times, don't make people speculation and believe about you to come to reality. The opposition community has seriously opposed the nomination of this next chairperson. They are seeing a lot of things that are going to happen. They don't believe in him because of his stand with the Unity Party during the 2023 election, announcing results in the favor of the Unity Party earlier when the Election Commission has not even announced 50%. Then you can't hear supporter of the government in person or DeLong is standing in the hall, what they play in the background. He is really acting there. He asking the nominated chairperson tougher question. So sometimes you allow some of these sleeping dogs to say what? The lie and sleep, and allow some of the speculation to go away. So what this thing does, come here, please. Let me just do that in 30 seconds, please. What they're trying to do, they are trying to quiet most of these people that will be having 15,000, 20,000, so that if there will be any second round, they will not be having the opportunity to say we play support to the president, but then they have silent all and even buy some of them and place it into their pocket. That is the intent. It's not intended for the Liberian people, and that is why we support DeLong. Let them repeal that part of the law because it's been done, it's not functional. When the Boaka can reawaken it, then they use the party do the needful for the Liberian people. Government, we got far from 2029. Don't start worrying and jittering about 2029. Do the right thing for the Liberian people. It is not just about coming, but it is intended to put out the opposition and bring Unity Party to maintain themselves in the suffering of the Liberian people. That just ought to it, and we will resist it. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle. I call from Honor the Street Light in Lower Johnsonville, an outstanding member of the Concerned Liberian for Justice. So, my brother, the key tactics that this particular government wants to deploy is not going to work in Liberia. Those verses that led us to the 14 years of civil crisis, is that we are not going to reintroduce them. Our laws are clear, a multi-party democracy. So that's it. So just say you must work. That's why when power is given to you, you must deliver. If you not deliver, you feel that you can hire against any kind of draconian law to perpetuate yourself into power. It's not going to work. So And just forget about that. You just for 0 point. Even you score 0, come 2029. They are going to contest. There's nothing called going to repeal our law. It's not going to work. Our constitution is clear. A multi-party democracy, that's what we fought for. It is clearly articulated in our laws. So nothing is going to stop that. That is the current election commissioner, the nominees. They just forget about that. They're going to work. All those that want to, all the political parties that participated since and then 1997 up to 9. If they wish and they get a capacity, they are going to contest. Nobody is going to stop them. So just like Mabuakai, and that dictatorship that you brought to this particular country is not going to work. Yeah, you need to deliver.
Thank
if
you.
you not deliver, you want her against and beyond a draconian law is not going to work for you. That's why we give you the opportunity, and your promises that you made to the Liberian people, you have not even delivered a single. So can't turn it on now, you are going to be dislodged. No political party is going to be, a swap. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. And let's get this call.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Move away from the radio.
Yeah, I'm already off the radio. So I'm Avin Johnson calling from Tubero District 4, the chairperson for the concerned Liberian states. You see, when people try to make the Liberian people feel like they don't understand the law of the country, then we can laugh. Because there is no law in the country that's all violating the constitution of the country. So the law they come here with, that's not law. They're trying to enforce their way on the people. And we will not sit here to allow a few group of people feel that the country for them. And they try to enforce their will on the people. Because if the brothers that sat and crafted the 1986 constitution, the multi-party democracy, they did it because they wanted all participation, all human beings to participate in the election. So you will not come back to say, oh, if somebody go for an election and you get 1%, so they are not qualified, then you are joking. Because everybody, even I get 0% in the election, it's my right to compete for a competition. If I win it, that's it. If I lose it, that's it. So you can disqualify me for losing it, the current one, so I can partake in the next competition. So that's wrong. Okay. We will not allow it. To conclude in 30 seconds, we will not allow it. The House of Parliament should take note and govern themselves. Because if you feel you are pointing finger at somebody, that same finger will be pointed at you the same way. So Mr. Baka should stop this tyrannical behavior and lead the Liberian people the right way for the betterment of the country. So thank you.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, man.
The belated birthday man.
Yeah. The man who just got weather. Thank you so kindly.
I older than you, like birthday.
I mustn't get married too.
Yeah, by the grace of God.
Amen.
By the grace of God. So, like Emma said, let's stop the baby cry. Those fear tactics should lead us. Focus on what you can do to impact and improve the lives of our people. I mean, how come you accuse us of being so political, even though it was 4 years in we administration, when you said we're focused on election? Today is 2029. We are coming back. We are coming back. I mean, no. The government has got challenge. It's got work to do. Let them impact the lives of our people. Like Emma said, forget about the time. Let's do what we can do to improve the lives of our people. 2029 will come. Those decisions
to be made. Ellis, let's focus on what you can do. The laws have been broken. Disrespect for the rule of law. Human rights violation. It is our concern. Let's focus on improving the life of our people. Comment on the line will come. We got less than 2 years. 6 months. Right? Let the people focus. And then I'll leave us. Amen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pascal. And
I want to ask Pascal whether the thing refer to, like it's us. I don't know who the us. If somebody for any reason has some laws that don't give essence to citizens getting a real and leaders or duty bearer that will do something good in the interest of the people to serve the country right.
And Senator.
Yeah. So I don't know what is he referring to, that is it a fear that the same way the mind just open for anybody who wants to be president. Somebody say they want to be president, then from election results, when you even see the gray cards, you get confused and as to how they decided. But again, this is our right. I think these are good policy that people look at, law or count that will benefit everybody. I think it speaks for the nation and not individual per se.
Okay, so like Senator Dillon said during the confirmation hearing of the chairman designate of the National Elections Commission last week, we also asked about the voting rights of diaspora Liberians and the possibility of having them to cast their ballots from the diaspora, especially for President Liberia. We will continue to work with the NEC on modalities and the systems to see this through. Oh God, yeah. So no, you have to. People will go to the capital and they have to just go there.
There are certain laws that can be applied.
Work now, so
yeah, of course, but at least there are certain laws looking at the current day situation and looking at what passed that need to be repeated, something amended. So if somebody is coming up with that you think it will make the country to move on par with other countries, it's going to be a good thing. But this is the opinion with respect to what I heard. It just got to be implemented if given the credence for the issue of many or PUA.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Jerry Momo calling from Red Market. Our president in PFP like somebody who know the law. You see, the presidency or certain president can violate every institution of the Republic of Liberia. One thing that Mali do today, people have problem with Mali know that Jesus Bogana is the country, the United Country. Mali know that Papa has the free division in the country. That's why when she was leaving office, she never supported me because she knew what a man would do in the future. She knew. That's why she keep herself out of the problem. The other man today, he appointed a own policy election commission. Then the own policy come and say, if somebody can 1%, they will not contest. What makes somebody can 1%, you not contest? Who knows today I can get 1, tomorrow I can get 2, or I can also to be the next president. Or before a player, he can sit on a bench. And when he comes on the bench, he can succeed to be the starting player of the team. That's what they go. But our current president, I still have going to problem in the near future. I'm not praying for it.
Okay,
I will not pray for it. That the second election commission is trying to force on the people of Liberia. Just me. Just telling me. We see about people to say, we can be president. We can be president. They know what they want depending on. That's why. And what they do, to appoint a partisan to hear the pictures in the Republic of Liberia Election Commission. It will be problem.
Okay.
My brother, the thing will be problem. So, according to Boga, The 42-year experience, let me withdraw that man. Let me withdraw that man. We don't want power in the country. I was trying to go to school. I get my first dollar in LU.
Okay.
I get my first dollar in LU. I want more land to serve the country. But I don't want tomorrow to be running here and there. But I got forget the CPP law. Today, you penalty. They went again. They caught people who can. Today, you penalty.
Okay.
I don't want it so.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's not about withdrawing the nomination of General Wider. That's why we have senators that
the process
if you see that Wider is not somebody worthy of this particular position, we also have opposition senators in that particular house that will say, I will not vote to confirm this person. At least then they be on record that Maggie did not vote, Beto did not vote. So many of them that in the particular setting get Abache or in a particular place. So if they are on record that I did not vote to confirm this person, then we'll know. But you'll see that if we say, okay, this is the person, let's make sure opposition lawmakers will go together and make sure all of them vote against. At least then we'll see them on record. But don't be surprised, your own people that there will also be voting. So it's not actually the president that should withdraw. The president has made an appointment. So you go there now as opposition lawmakers to make sure that you have a cast your vote in favor or against. So it's not
the level it has reached.
Yeah, it's not bad. Even during the question and answer period, we did not see even some of the lawmakers from the opposition side asking logical questions. They just ask all us. So again, we hope that they will be on record for that, for not voting in favor of General Wider be confirmed. At least we all know that indeed the opposition man in the SYZ. So folks, I want to say thank you so much for being there while we were here. I want to say I want to be here tomorrow with the May-Week edition of the program that Blaze on Blaze 90.7. My name is Alexander Zesko. Yeneke Day breaks different. In Liberia, anything is possible. I was there with Stephen Tadu telling you goodbye and have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday morning. I want to South African soldiers.